Hey y'all. So this gonna be a little bit of a vent, right? Um, I feel like people take the people that they view as like leaders or that they rely on for some type of emotional support. They tend to take those people for granted in such a way that it can really ultimately be overwhelming or annoying for the person that's in that position. I'm gonna give you two examples that happened to me today. And I'm like, that's really the pattern. Okay. I was also eating my popsicle and I don't want it to melt, so bear with me on that. So if you're watching this video, you know what I do, right? Um, the type of things that I post about: healing, balancing your energy, shadow work, transforming, growing, ascending. You know that I do that. You know that I do tarot. You know that I do counseling. You know that I have the podcast. I have all of these aspects of myself that I value all of, and I share what I value, right? So, of course, I have developed a lot of friendships with the people that I have provided this service for. Because if you think about it, right, these people share with me some of their most intimate secrets. Well, because the cards tell it to me, right? So, and sometimes it's, because they need advice. So I say they share with me, they share with spirit. And ultimately, of course, bonds, period, are formed in disclosure. And so, like, when people tell you stuff about them, you kind of tend to grow a closer bond or a stronger bond. It's given Ace of Pentacles energy. Anyway, but in my role as a light worker, the thing is that energy is often one-sided. Like this one person, I talk to her all the time. I've spent countless free hours. I'm saying hours because it's like, if you think of it over a period of time, countless free hours in consultation with her. Okay? Consultation, counseling, just, in a friend role. I guess this is kind of why you can't really blur the lines in that regard. Um, so now, so much so that now, whenever she has a problem, let me call Tiffany, because Tiffany gonna be honest with me, right? Um, and I don't mind that to a degree, but we met because of our connection to like a true crime victim that I had done. We met because of that. And of course, she's ultimately gotten a couple of readings from me. But I keep hearing, I'm thinking about getting a reading. I'm thinking about getting a reading. I'm like, good, because I need some bread. Like, not like money, but like literal sandwich bread. Like, damn. So, yeah, by all means, get the reading. But it hasn't happened again or yet because this person gets free advice from me every day. Then it's like, okay, how is that fair to me? And I won't say that this person doesn't check on me every now and then. She definitely has. However, it's still an imbalanced connection. Then I have this other friend, like she's a literal friend. We kind of grew up together, right? Who will message me stuff. Like I posted a reading yesterday because I got that song in my head out the blue. So I posted that reading, and then she messaged me today. Like, I just got the craziest message out of nowhere. She said, is Mercury microwaving? Cause she be, she don't take it seriously. But I knew what she meant, and I was like, yes, actually it is, which I had kind of forgotten, in that reading yesterday, but sure is. I think I had forgotten. I might have said it. I don't know. Either way, I was like, sure is. And then the fact that she was so shocked and surprised, I almost got offended. I said, okay, so that just let me know people really don't be supporting. They really don't follow you. Because I literally posted that reading last night. And then today she's like, I got this message. Are you surprised or should I pretend to be? Like, wait, this is what I do. I had a lady come to me and she said, I got a reading. She wanted another reading. She was like, I got a reading last year and I didn't like what you said was happening or unfolding in her relationship. She said, but everything you said happened just the way you said it would. And she said, I really was a little upset. So I kind of like, she had stopped following me, I think, hadn't messaged me. But now you need another reading. And you're like, she was right. Like, I chose not to take offense to that because Spirit already showed me like people don't like to hear like the truth, especially if it wasn't what they were hoping for, right? So that I'm fine with. From strangers, that's fine too, right? She's a stranger. But like from the people that you develop connections with and that you know very well, that shit's offensive. It's offensive. I remember one day my sister came in the house. Like she had this big epiphany about something. I don't even remember what it was, but it was like something connected to like meditation or something like that. I don't even know if it was literal meditation. It was something like a spiritual topic. And I was like, yeah, I know. That's the stuff I talk about every day. That's what I do. It's almost like having somebody in your family who is like a principal, like have a master's or a doctorate in education, and then saying, I need to get some advice about homeschooling. So I'm gonna just go to the library and look it up. When it's like you got a family member that you can, but it's like people really don't be wanting to support people that they know, which is so odd to me. And I always think about it when I see people who like the world is just now finding out about. You'll see all the comments coming, I'm so proud of you, so and so. I saw one yesterday, a lady who just met up with Tab. I'm so proud of you. I knew you always had it in you. You deserve to be a star. All these comments. And I'm like, I wonder if she felt that way from these same people, or are they just saying it now so people know that they know you because you know Tab? And it brings me back to that thing that I asked God so long ago. So when I say leader, I don't mean just like the boss, the leader. I mean like the nurturer, the empath, the advisor, the one that you cry to, the one that helps you through your breakdowns. Like, how do you support that person? But I remember like, it's been a couple of years now where I asked God, like, who nurtures the nurturer? And God said, I do. And that's awesome. And I feel it all the time. But don't y'all for 1 minute think that I don't feel disrespected so frequently by the people in my life, friends and family. Like, I've learned to just dismiss so many people because it's like I want to hear it, or it'll take them a while to hear, but it's all good. Even though you've been saying it, I didn't hear it from you. I didn't hear it when you said it. And so, like, it's kind of like your kids do you. If you're a parent, So it's almost like, okay, I got to wrap my mind around being okay with that, right? And obviously, because it still makes me emotional, I ain't there yet. But I'm continuing to work on that, for one. But then, when I pull myself away from these people who don't check in on me, but want me to be concerned about their day-to-day, who don't ask me how I'm doing, who don't consider what I might need, They don't do none of this, but they will emotionally drain me until, right? I don't know if you were this person in your circle or in the people in your lives in your life. If you were this person to them, Spirit said this isn't really about boundaries. It's more so about seeing connections for like what they are as they are, and also being able to protect your energy in a way that these imbalances don't drain you. Also keeping the reality of the situation in perspective. Because here's the thing. You can have friends and family who are well aware of your abilities, your capabilities, and what it is that you do. Well aware. In the Bible, there's a scripture that says about something about a prophet not being honored in their own hometown. Very real, right? Very real. Very, very real. So I don't know what the point of this message was. I kind of just wanted to vent about it, but I know there's some things that Spirit don't want me to say. So I'm not going to say it. But I will encourage whoever is in a similar position or who can relate. I'll encourage you to stay true to yourself. Committed to your allegiance to self and to walking in your purpose. And leaders, this came from one of my CEOs. Like it's lonely at the top because really it is. So you don't get to take everybody with you. When you are in certain positions, other relationships do change. And then we talking about a spiritual situation too. So of course that freaks most people out because that ain't who they are. So they be freaked out because they have ulterior motives. So they be freaked out about what it is you might be able to see or know about them, even if you ain't looking, right? And that's fine. Like, that's fine. Because if you have an ulterior motive, I don't really want no personal parts of you, right? So that's okay. But I don't know. Y'all take care of the people in your life that you value. Because, I mean, we get overwhelmed. We get fed up. We get lonely. We feel being used. Just like y'all do and would. We feel being taken for granted. We feel being dismissed until we're needed. We feel all of that. Like, even if you think we don't, people who are like the fixers in their groups or consider the strong ones, people forget to check on them. People forget to extend them the courtesy of thought. Right? Like, oh, this person doesn't need anything. Why the freak wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they? Just because I'm telling you, make it look easy. And it's so crazy because I know I follow this messenger who made a similar post, and I was like, girl, don't tell the people that. Don't share, because some people just love to see you in a certain light. Y'all know how much I post about that jealousy. That ain't random. Anyway, people love to see you in a certain light. And I was like, don't tell the enemy that. But today I was like, let me share that. Because that's not one person, but that's two people in the same damn day. I'm used to it, but in the same day, like, spread it out. Spread out. Spread it out. I had somebody message me yesterday. Hadn't talked to her in a while. It's like, okay, are you ready to hear my BS? And I just kind of dismissed it because I haven't talked to this person in a long time. But she'll reach out and drop her trauma, her drama, her emotional stuff onto me. Here I am trying to encourage her, talk her out of suicide, talk her off the cliff. And she snaps out of it, gets better, and, moves on with her life. And I don't hear from her again. So yesterday I was like, I don't know if I'm ready or not. And that was the perfect response because that she took it like I didn't want to hear that shit, which is what I was trying to say without being so direct and mean, right? Because it's like, don't hit me with your low vibrational stuff. Tell me when you're doing something good. I don't want to hear about you thinking about cheating on your husband. Either you're gonna leave or you're gonna do just what you contemplating doing, right? Like, and I'm not judging, right? We all have our things to get over. But if that's the only reason that you calling me and it's not in a professional sense, no, we are not aligned, right? So I don't know. This kind of is taking a turn. It went all over the place. I'm just saying, even if you feel like they got it all together or they don't need nothing, it's still nice to be thought of. It's kind of like the person who has money, right? So you're like, oh, I don't know what to get this person because they have everything that they could possibly need. But then you see something out in the store and it's like, that reminds me of so-and-so. They would probably love that. It don't even matter that it was only $2 or $3, right? It's just the fact that you thought of that person is going to weigh so heavily. They're not going to be like, what is that? No, it's going to be like, wow, the one that's always buying for everybody else, somebody bought for me. And I'm blown away and appreciative of that. It's that kind of energy. Yeah, anyway. Like God said, who nurtures the nurturer? Who encourages the encourager? I saw a tweet where somebody said, who protects the protector? Man, it's got to be God. It's got to be. Because the people in your local life, they ain't doing it. They don't think you need it. They just want it from you. Mm-hmm.